give you just a fairly short stretch and release sequence that you can do at home, and it's actually a really good one to do every day if you have the time, 5 minutes, or even every second day. So it's important to release muscles first before you stretch them, but definitely release as well as stretch. So this is for the lower half of the body. We're going to start with rolling out the ITB, which is the iliotibial band, a big nerve band down the side of the leg. So it's from the side of the hip down to the side of the knee. Now you can come down onto the elbows or the hands, take both legs off the floor, or maybe just the bottom leg, that's a little bit softer there. And you're basically rolling out that side. So we're not stretching nerves, but it's mobilising that nerve band, so it helps relieve tightness and tension in the lower half of the body. This can be a little bit painful, so maybe just persevere with a couple of rolls each side, and when you're rolling, right on the side of the leg, and then just go slightly forward of that, and then slightly behind that centre line. The more frequently you do the ITB, the less painful it will become. But it's connected to all the major muscle groups in the lower half of the body. So that's the first one. Then we're going to a glute release. So we sit on the roller and then cross one leg over. The leg that's crossed, that's the side that you're going to lean into. Now you can just hold that sort of right in the middle of your bottom cheek, and we're getting into a deep glute muscle there, the piriformis. You can determine what part of the glutes that you're going to release and stretch by how you position yourself on the roller. Now I'm doing this pretty quickly, but I would suggest that you hold them for a good minute or even longer if you want to really get that release to happen. The body will, with the breath, just eventually just really let things go a bit and release. So that's the second one, so ITB and then the glute. Then we can come down a bit further with the roller. So the roller's across my sacrum, that big flat bone in the lower spine, above your bottom, and come down onto the floor. And you can actually start, if you want to, with doing some scissors, which is going to stretch the front and the back of the legs, the hamstring calf, and also quads, hip flexors there. So you could do some scissors and then hold the split, grabbing that top of the leg, top leg, and there's your hamstring, calf stretch, and if we add a little bit of foot movement, ankle movement, or flex and point and some foot circles, that's also going to work into mobilising the Achilles and just a bit of articulation through the foot. I'll just do one side. Then you can take it into a bicycle pedal, just taking note of your alignment, and stop there. Hug one knee into the chest, tip the other leg forward so we get a hip flexor release. Now this is a really good one, especially if you've been doing a lot of running, walking, or even sitting for long periods of time, where our hip flexors get quite tight, they're in a constant contracted state. People think, okay, to stretch I need to do the back of the legs, the hamstrings, and we forget about the hip flexor, particularly the psoas, the deep hip flexor muscle, which is connected to your lower back. So this one definitely hold for a good minute or longer if you like, and changing legs. Last one in the sequence, come to tabletop here and just do a side to side movement, and I would just do once or twice each side, and you can hold it there, and that's going into working into the glute med muscle, which does get very tight as well. So external rotators. So just once or twice each side, come back to center, and that's it. So that's about a 5-minute stretch and release sequence for the lower half of the body.